I'm Chris Puckett, and welcome to MLG Weekly, the most in-depth coverage of the world of competitive gaming. This week we go back to Orlando for a recap of the final stop of the regular season on Major League Gaming's Pro Circuit. Top pros, aspiring amateurs, and thousands of video game fans from around the world gathered in Orlando for the last regular season stop of the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. A jam-packed field of competitors battled for over $140,000 in prize money, playing some of the most popular titles of all time, including Call of Duty Black Ops on the PlayStation 3, Blizzard Entertainment's blockbuster real-time strategy game Starcraft 2, and Halo Reach for the Xbox 360. Following the record-setting Pro Circuit events in Anaheim and Raleigh, Orlando was the final chance for players and teams to climb up the ranks before the National Championships in Providence. The Starcraft 2 event was an international affair with players from all over North America and Europe descending on Orlando, hoping to end the Korean dominance of MLG Pro Circuit events. But they would face their toughest challenge yet, as a record 12 Korean players came in hopes of the title. Former GSL champion MC, fan favorite Marine King Prime, Raleigh champion Bomber, and the legendary Slayers Boxer headlined the star-studded cast of Koreans. The hopes of the rest of the world would fall on the shoulders of many top North American and European players, including Idra, Huck, and Liquid Red. In the winners bracket finals, OGS the SDC opened the match with a proxy barracks into Marauders while Huck fast expanded. He kept feeding infantry into Huck's base until Huck was finally able to fight it off with probes, a stalker, and a few zealots. While Huck was completely occupied with the SDC's early push, SDC expanded and took a clear lead. Huck promptly GG'd. In Game 2, the SDC opened with two barracks in strange places, but in close proximity to his own base, perhaps with the intent of scaring Huck into overreacting. Huck, meanwhile, tried to proxy pylon in the SDC's base, but couldn't pull it off. SDC expanded and secured it with a bunker, while Huck took map control with stalkers. Huck snuck a pylon into the SDC's expo, and in one fell swoop, warped in stalkers and zealots and destroyed the expo and the protective bunker. After the destruction, the series was all tied up at 1 apiece. SDC and Huck opened up Game 3 with friendly banter, with both players opting to fast expand. SDC's Marine Heavy build caught a significant portion of Huck's army off guard, allowing him to advance to Huck's base. But Huck successfully fought him off with force fields and zealots. As the game continued, SDC lingered on Heavy Bile for far too long, as Huck was able to take 3 bases and tech considerably to Colossi. With a strong mixed army, Huck used force fields and Colossi to tear through SDC's army in the middle of the map.
2 Colossi just barreling through this Marine count. Huck crushes that army.
When the SDC finally added a considerable number of Vikings to combat the Colossi, Huck added dozens of zealots and tore through the SDC's ground army. That would end the match and ensure Huck a top 2 finish to the fans' great joy.
This could be the end. So many Protoss units.
The SDC would drop to the losers bracket finals, where he'd face off against teammate OGS MC. Not only would these two players be fighting for a spot in the championship match, but an invitation to the coveted GSL Code S was also on the line. Recently, MC struggled in the GSL and was determined to return to the top of the Korean ranks. He would not disappoint, securing the victory with solid play throughout.
MC has regained that Code S spot.
To be honest, when I became 3rd place at the pool play, I gave up all hope. But as I kept winning game after game, I started to regain a bit of my confidence. And now that I'm back in Code S from Code B, I'll make sure to play in a level that represents Code S.
Prior to Orlando, fans of the Protoss race had been very concerned with their ability to keep up with the nasty Zerg and powerful Terran players on the Pro Circuit. But all that changed when 2 of the world's greatest children of Ire, OGS MC and EG Huck, met up in the championship finals.
The amount of skill that goes to MLGs is pretty insane, so I'm just hoping that I can win it and we can all go home happy at EG.
To be honest, because I placed 3rd in the pool league, I didn't think I would get this far, but I ended up 2-0ing everyone on the way here. And in the case of Huck has been in Korea for about a year now. So any foreigner that wants to be as good as Huck should come to Korea and train.
The first game was on Toldery Malter, where PvP usually boils down to a 4-gate micro battle, which is exactly what we got. In the extremely important first engagement, Huck attained a slight lead of 1 Stalker after some beautifully executed micro and was able to get his warp-ins faster with better multitasking. Huck would not give up his advantage, taking the game and extending his lead in the series 3-1.
Giving these Stalkers for Huck more free shots off here. This, I believe, is going to be GG.
And Huck takes down game number 1.
With MC's back against the wall, Huck was on the lookout for any possible cheese coming his way, and it would come in the form of a cannon rush on Xel'Naga Caverns.
MC is making a forge. He
What?
is going for a
Oh my
cannon
God.
attack.
Cannons behind the minerals here. You can block it off
Yes,
if you do
you
it
can.
just right. Yes, you can. And
Oh, Huck putting down a very well-placed pylon. That's going to make it much harder for MC to do anything.
But Huck brilliantly placed his second pylon behind his minerals in a place where cannon rushes are very common, and MC was forced to retreat and try to catch up. MC tried to go for very quick Dark Templar behind a wall-in with a few force fields and a cannon. Huck blinked into MC's main and scouted the DT tech, managing to get his observer out in time.
all right, the DTs go down, and Huck is so close to being the champion.
Knowing he was very far ahead, Huck fell back and expanded and was able to outmatch MC's army when he decided to push.
And we see that Huck is doing really well. MC getting nice surface area right now. And Huck starting to blink forward as the Zealots are removed. The supply goes in Huck's favor, and it looks like he is going to be our champion, taking out all these Stalkers of MC. MC has absolutely nothing at all left here, and GG, Huck has just won MLG Orlando.
With that win, Huck took the series 4-1, becoming the first player to win 2 MLG Starcraft 2 championships and the first non-Korean to win since the inception of the GSL exchange program. To these accolades, he added a $5,000 check and an improved seed heading into the November National Championships.
When I go to Providence, I think I'm gonna have a really good shot to win, but with StarCraft 2, there's always, chances where you're gonna have an off day, or players just gonna be playing really well, or it's only like best of 3 or whatever. You could lose to anybody. I mean, there's so many good players, but I think if I'm playing at my best and I'm stress-free, I have a really good shot at winning. The last 2 MLGs, I placed top 6 and I was the top foreigner, and finally I could break that with my teammate Greg and actually win a tournament. So it feels really good, especially since Koreans have been destroying MLG lately.
In the winners bracket finals, returning champs Team Infamous looked to continue their dominance of 4th-seeded Dynasty. Dynasty's new Super Slayer formal was clearly well adapted to this aggressive Infamous roster. From the very start of the series, Dynasty's slaying prowess proved overwhelming. After quickly winning Game 1, they nearly blew a substantial lead on Game 2 Slayer Zealot. But Infamous could not overcome the early spawn trap that saw Tizoxic capitalize with an overkill. In Game 3, Dynasty finished the shutout, with Formal leading his team to a dominant victory on Nexus King with a ridiculous 32-18 record.
It feels great because we played Instinct twice before this season and they beat us both times pretty handedly. And after losing to Infamous the way we did last event, it just feels really great to beat both teams at the same event. Yeah, we're going to win this event.
Definitely going to win.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Agreed.
The loss to Dynasty dropped Infamous to the losers bracket finals, where they faced a 3-1 deficit against Warriors from pool play. Warriors quickly lost all momentum as the infamous tidal wave of aggression crashed over them, evening the series at 4 apiece.
Tower. I'm gonna push the green. You guys gotta go along. Tell me what's up. One day. First, just go. Top tower. Hold on, push. He was going long. Base up. One side. I need it. I'm gonna get green. Stay alive, guys. Stay alive.
Infamous is going to win game number 8, tying up the series 4-4. Talk about intense.
In the pivotal Game 9 Pit CTF, Warriors exchanged captures back and forth until Royal 2 put in the last cap to take the game 5-4 and go up in the series by the same count.
Make sure they don't get the return, and Ryan coming up huge, grabbing it again.
Snake right now, this is going to be the game.
Woo, man.
With their backs to the wall, Infamous would come out running and gunning on Sanctuary Team Slayer, leading the game from start to finish. Blaze led his team in Game 10, going an impressive 18-9, forcing a deciding Game 11 tiebreaker. Game 11 started out in Warriors' favor until they lost a sniper rifle, which Infamous used to regain the lead and top control. The teams exchanged kills back and forth until the middle game, when a stalemate ensued, with Infamous patiently holding a lead from up top. A heads-up jetpack play from Warrior Snakebite reversed top control, but Lethal regained the sniper, went on a killing spree, and led Infamous to their second straight championship appearance.
Fight and snipe too. There it is, and we see as Lethal sees the one shot, and he will do it. Infamous will advance back to our grand finals and get another shot at Dynasty.
When we lost our opening strat, I thought we were going to lose. We were down like 6-2, and it didn't turn out well, but we ended up picking it up towards the end.
Basically, after we beat it status quo, we came into the series, we knew we were up 3-1, so we kind of knew if we lost the game, it's no big deal, you know? And then slowly throughout the series, we just started making little tiny mistakes that they took advantage of.
If the humidity in Central Florida didn't make the fans sweat, the tension between Dynasty and Infamous certainly did. Many saw vulnerability in Dynasty's commanding 3-0 lead, entering the continuation championship series. But Dynasty knew things were different. Game 4 was an ultra fast-paced Sanctuary CTF that saw Infamous close out with a 3-2 victory. But Dynasty did not panic, quickly recovering on Team Slayer in a major way. Behind New Edition Formal 16-9 and a beautiful 13-6 from Destin that included a killing spree, Dynasty won easily, 50-34.
We have fight.
Nice, dude. One more guy. Back up.
Dynasty is going to take game number 5. What an impressive showing.
Needing only 2 more games, Dynasty were out for blood in Game 6, King of the Hill on Oasis. Tizoxic's constant flanking made life difficult for Infamous at the beginning of the match. For most of the game, Dynasty held a 20-second lead, only to see Blaze & Company turn up the heat to even the match with 40 seconds left. But a desperate rush from Infamous left them with no leg to stand on, and Dynasty rolled over top behind a charging Formal to secure the victory in the closing seconds.
Dynasty winning the nail-biter there, Chris.
Winning now, they're up 5-1 over Infamous.
With their backs to the wall, Infamous would come into Team Slayer's Sanctuary with reckless abandon. They marched out to a huge lead that they would keep all the way through the game until a late rally led by a few excellent snipes almost brought Dynasty an epic come-from-behind win. But at 49-47, Infamous closed it out with a kill in Ring 2, allowing the match to continue.
Now we are going to see if Infamous will blow this lead. If they do, I do not know what to think anymore. We are going to see as the gameplay is going to be over after that.
Ray's going to get a sniper kill to end the game.
Game 8 pit the 2 challengers in a countdown capture the flag matchup. With the adrenaline flowing, both teams charged furiously, but Dynasty always stayed one step ahead. A beautiful Formal rocket evade triple kill secured a 3-1 lead for Dynasty, but they quickly gave one back to make it 3-2.
On our flag, over the guy on our flag. Back up, really good move. We go back again.
With Dynasty going up 4-2, Infamous quickly rallied back, making it 4-3. But Formal squashed a tying run and left the flag close to his base for his teammates to cap, securing their first victory of the year.
He's going to delay them, and Hines is going to be taken out, so this flag looks like it could be stopped, but Formal still has his rockets. He desperately needs to get back to his base and secure this flag.
Ryan New getting the return. No.
Oh my God.
Coming up huge, getting the kill on the guy running the flag, and they're going to get the return. And I don't know if there's anyone in position, and there it is.
Oh my God.
Dynasty wins MLG Orlando.
For Hines, the win marked his first victory since 2009. For the rest of the team, it was their first taste of MLG Gold. Destin and Formal were positive 16 in the concluding game and led their team with awe-inspiring plays all weekend long.
My biggest factor was Formal just blading everybody, and us just working as a team really well. We had a lot of preparation for this event, so we knew what our team's best game types were. We had so many good game types. We were so positive throughout the whole weekend, and it just carried over to Sunday, and then we won. The MVP for Dynasty this weekend played hands down Formal. He played his butt off the entire weekend, and he just played him. It was just amazing. I couldn't even believe how good he was playing.
Agree.
Agreed.
Well, I think we're going to be one of the teams to beat come to Providence, but every team's going to be playing very hard for nationals, so we got to be on top of our game. We're going to Disney World.
For their efforts, they earned $20,000 and an excellent seed heading into the national championships. Call of Duty fans saw Quantic Fear leave hurricane-battered Raleigh completely unscathed, winning the finals without dropping a single game. No longer did top seeds Leverage and Optic Gaming possess a stranglehold on the championship trophy. With significant roster changes and a surging Fear, many people expected Orlando to be filled with surprises. In the winner's semifinal, 17th seed Vendetta showed they were no fluke, defeating Eon Envy in a tight 5-game series that could have gone either way. Vendetta's run to the winner's finals was one of the best dark horse stories of the 2011 season.
Look at it right now. We're back over here with Legit. Legit spots Dito.
And moving in, Rizma's going to go for it, jumping in for the action and grabbing the kill.
Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-3. All left up to Saints. Now down to a 1-on-2. 30 seconds left on the bomb timer as he's completely stunned. And I cannot believe it.
We came from nowhere. Like, we just teamed for like a month. We didn't even know we had enough chemistry or anything to beat any top teams.
On the other end of the bracket, 2-seed Optic Gaming returned to the winner's bracket finals. In dominating fashion, OG swept Raleigh champs Quantic Fear, reasserting themselves after shaky play at the last event.
And sending it all the way to defend his flag.
I'm watching back C right now.
Start.
As you can see, Eon Optic Gaming taking that one against Quantic Fear.
But Fear did not lose heart after falling to the loser's bracket. Facing old rivals Quantic Leverage, they came up big, winning Game 4 to take the series behind some clutch killing and capping from John. But their run would come to an end in the next round when they were dispatched by 4-seed Eon Envy. In the winner's bracket finals, Vendetta and Optic Gaming were evenly matched, battling back and forth as the series extended to a 5th and final game.
100% agree with that. We got one down for both teams. There's Proofy gets taken out, and these guys are trying to get something happening here. As going into an overtime, Legit top wood takes out Proofy, jumps around there with a nice 2-piece, making a montage clip.
In the end, Experience won out as Optic maintained their composure on Search and Destroy, rallying back from an 0-3 deficit to win in one of the most clutch comebacks in Black Ops history.
Be down to a 4-on-3. Wrapping back around, Merc able to take down Waff. Hopping into the action. Nice. Big timer coming back. 20 seconons left here in the round. Waff is get spotted. They both go down. Optic Gaming comes down. They were at a deficit of 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of momentum right now going in, especially after that comeback. So we're going to keep scrimming and take it home.
With this victory, Optic secured the first spot in the championship match, while Vendetta would drop to the loser's bracket, where they would face Envy in the loser's finals.
There's one tunnel. One that I might be getting read. I should have read. I got it. Where's Waff? Help him. Where's Waff? Waff. It's somewhere around here. Top gold.
Carrying in a 3-2 advantage, the 17th-seeded Vendetta quickly lost their lead, only to take it back in Game 7.
Have to rotate over, and Rizma coming up. He's able to pick off one. He was down to this 1-on-2. Now now it's down to a 1-on-1. He's looking for this kill. Spots him. Now he can work from here. Oh wow! And Rizma comes up big.
With their tournament lives on the line, Vendetta showed no sign of nerves, sweeping Envy on the final map with surgical precision to move on to the championship in a rematch with Optic Gaming.
We had so many mistakes that we realized that we just kind of fell apart and didn't really hold it together, and they surprised everyone.
Riding the momentum they gathered throughout the tournament, Vendetta stormed into the championship match. However, Optic started with a slight advantage of 3-2 in the extended best-of-11 series. Out of the gate, Vendetta looked strong, taking Game 6 to tie up the series at 3 games apiece.
Just fine here. They got a 2-0 lead, and now the series is tied. So this can be a major momentum shift.
From there, both teams battled back and forth like a title fight, exchanging round after round. In Game 9, Optic blew the doors wide open with one of the biggest halves of Capture the Flag ever seen, capping 4 flags in dominant fashion. From the moment Game 9 ended, Optic Gaming knew they had the title in the bag. Winning the very next game on Search and Destroy 4-2, Optic secured the Orlando trophy and joined Quantic Leverage as the other 2-time 2011 MLG Call of Duty champions.
Having the motivation and being able to control it and not get out of hand is what most teams need to learn. Those guys are young, they get overexcited and make dumb plays, which we counted on. We can be happy and be motivated, but also play smart.
And enduring a dominant force throughout 2011, Optic hoisted their second MLG Trophy of the Year, earning the top seed heading into the National Championships in Providence. Vendetta's second place finish shook up the Call of Duty ranks and showed the top teams they cannot rest on their success. With the level of gameplay at its very highest and more dangerous teams than ever before, the 2011 National Championships are sure to be the best Call of Duty tournament we've ever seen. Once again, congratulations to Optic Gaming for taking home the victory and the $10,000 grand prize. What's up, guys? I'm Chris Bucket, and welcome to MLG's Top 10 Plays from MLG Orlando 2011. Here we go, getting it started at number 10. We have Marine King Prime lifting off to the early gold against Hey Pro.
Marine King Prime able to easily crush these forces. Certainly continue to be made. And there is the good game.
At number 9, we have one of the best snipes of the tournament. Check out Crim6 with his incredible shot against Enable.
So it's still gonna, oh my, what the? I have no idea how that hit. He curved the bullet. He's like that miserable actor in that movie that made maybe $1 million.
Coming in at number 8, we have Sase, the Swede Protoss, going up against the king of TVP, taking down Bomber with some incredible force fields.
He's actually going to deal a ton of damage here, Tasteless. The Marines running over. Oh, and he traps some of them in here. Those SCVs are going to go down.
Sase's force fields were some of the best force fields in that short period of time that I have ever seen.
Dude, he's winning. This is it, man.
That's it. This is going to be GG, I think.
It absolutely is.
At number 7, we got a Call of Duty play for you. Check out Domo going off with the killing spree against Spear.
Here says now
Good
school's
job
going to
on
be
his
2-1
mentality.
we had that stalemate.
Wow, so amazing.
Coming in at number 6, Enable leads status quo in Game 5, knocking Instinct out of the tournament.
And Overdue is going to go down. Status Quo is going to advance and eliminate Instinct, our #1 seed overall.
Coming in at number 5, we have the base trade between Huck and Hero, and it all came down to the very last Stalker.
Right now, Hero's trying to bust up the ramp. Here he goes. He's got to be all in right now, trying to do as much damage as he can. We just have to keep an eye on that units tab, production tab being used the least in any game I've ever cast. And this is going to be it right here.
And oh, it looks like Hero has broken through with the disadvantage. He does it.
At number 4, the Emperor himself takes Idra all the way to Game 7 in the best series of the tournament.
Oh, I think that's it. GG.
And this is just insane. Yeah, I honestly didn't think the strategy was going to work.
No, I don't think anyone did. Well, maybe only Slayer's Boxer, and GG! Slayer's Boxer looks like he might break this natural expansion.
And the hatchery is about to be destroyed.
Oh my God, what are we seeing here? Yeah, we should be seeing him leave, and GG!
Slayer's Boxer seems to be coming back against the powerhouse Hydra.
And Slayer's Boxer has way overextended himself. The max Hydra against sub 100 supply Boxer.
That many times, lands his
wow,
mule,
that's
and
it. GG! Give it up for Hydra! He has just defeated Slayer's Boxer.
At number 3, J-Cap leads Optic Gaming to their second Pro Circuit title in 2011.
I hit him with it. On bottom mid stun, bottom mid stun.
Some computers also.
Stun computer stun, stun computer still stun. I got it. Push out, push out.
Been spotted, so now they know that WAF is over there towards that C-Shack, over towards the map.
That's it.
Jumping, and J-Cap takes him out, and
there
Optic
you
Gaming.
have it. Optic Gaming, the MLG Orlando champions.
At number 2, Formal leads Dynasty to their first tournament victory of the season.
Huge getting the kill on the guy running the flag, and they're going to get the return. There it is. Dynasty wins MLG Orlando.
Congratulations, Dynasty, just doing an excellent job here, winning the final 6-1.
And finally, the #1 player of the tournament goes to Huck as he takes down MC in the finals to become the first non-Korean to win since Dallas and the first MLG Starcraft 2 Pro to win 2 events on the MLG Pro circuit.
MC has absolutely nothing at all left here, and GG makes some noise. The first 2-time MLG champion.
That does it for this Top 10. Check out more awesome action on MajorLeagueGaming.com. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Join us next time on MLG Weekly when we bring you the most in-depth coverage of the world of competitive gaming.